Welcome to Graceful Healing Intuitive Tarot. This is HP Marlene in our house, bringing you your divine guidance from the Most High in regards to your divine feminine journey. Today, we're going to get a little into the changes that has occurred as a result of the 1111 portal that came through on Wednesday. So I was really interested in seeing what actually is going to come forward for the collective. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, I would love to hear your messages, see your messages. I'll respond to as many messages as possible on my way as we go throughout this message. Also, we have a Zoom live that's going to be this Sunday if you want to get something that's more for you, specifically to you. Hello, how you doing? If you would like something more specific to you and get one message, a quick message from me in regards to your spiritual journey and actually be able to converse with me a little easier through Zoom, that is available as well. Just email me at the email below, gracefulhealingretreat.com, and you can be added to that list as well. I'm so happy you were able to catch it too. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm loving it. Let's see. Welcome everyone. How you doing? How you doing? Let's go ahead and cleanse the energies a bit. I've been meditating here for a minute. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been feeling it, but I have. Did you guys feel a shift as of like Wednesday? Or, oh, it smells so good. This is sage spray. Did you guys feel a shift? I did. Oh my gosh. How did it feel to you? Because I mean, I'm telling you, it was amazing. It was an amazing clarity for me. And so we're going to pull on those messages as well as the divine feminine message. So let's go ahead and get started. But I do want to see, I'm going to get a quick message as to what that 1111 shift was about really quickly. Let me see. Okay. All right. They taking me to the big dogs over here. Okay. So I'm pulling out some of my chakra oracles as well as the goddess oracle, because I want to get clarity on the shift that occurred on 11/11, divine feminine. Ooh, my. Okay. Ooh. Okay, guys, what came out? I mean, it seems like mostly all of the chakras came out, but it's not. Actually, it's two here in regards to compassion and that connection there with your green chakra energy. And then we also have two messages here around your throat chakra. As you guys know, we've been talking a lot about the throat chakra and speaking your truth. What also came out here was the second chakra, more around your sexuality and how you're feeling. This is about opening and sharing, which goes hand in hand with this throat chakra and honoring who you are and not feeling any. I'm hearing remorse. I'm hearing guilt. I just heard forbidden truths. So not having any remorse for any of those types of things, speaking up for, that vibrational energy is what I'm feeling here. And then the last chakra that came out was your third eye chakra, insight. So you guys are obtaining this clarity to the collective, and I believe this compassion is also for your divine masculine counterparts. So all of this, I mean, is all about your journey, right? You said growth with people. I'm charged, and growth with people don't like it. Yes. But that's okay if they don't like it. You just have to be true to you. Like, you can't live according to somebody else's being. How you doing, Felicia? How you doing, guys? Also, third eye wide open. Absolutely. Yes. This energy is potent. So I'm just telling you, this is all of what's coming out as a result of 11/11. So let's just see let's take it to another. I'm going to take it an extra step further. I want to find out about this compassion energy, this caring, this empathy, and acceptance. So acceptance is a big one for our divine feminines, right? So the opportunity is here for you to do something a little different here. Wow. Okay. So this came in reverse as well. So this is talking about you refusing to see something, but this came in reverse. So this is showing me that you are opening up. And you see here, this third eye chakra, we have that connection to spirit here. So this is all in regards to compassion. Some of you may be getting clarity about being more compassionate. This also came in reverse, this waiting game. So many of you have been in this place of waiting. So this is just letting you know a lot of things are kind of coming full circle. And that's amazing. Okay, so I want to look into this connection here. So this is the connection to me, that matriarchal connection. This is to me that rise of the matriarch. And this is again this balancing energy here. This came in reverse here. So this connection, again, there's a disconnect between the patriarchal structure, the matriarchal structure. This what we're fighting here in essence. This is like that belief system. So this is, don't get it twisted. You know, we know it's a paradigm shift coming, right? This is a paradigm shift that has already occurred. So this is about you recognizing your power. That's what this is about. So recognize your power through this process. So this is the connection. And thank you guys so much for coming. Please make sure you thumbs up if you're here. Wow. And I'm telling you, the fear is that the patriarchal structure, you know, is going to be pissed. You know, so again, as you are opening up and you're sharing and you're honoring yourself and speaking up, know that this is what's going to come out, people's fears. So as you speak and be truthful and be honest and open up that throat chakra, right? As you speak that honesty, a lot of people are not going to like it. It is what it is. Okay, so this is about being transparent, sincere. How you going to, you know, not be sincere with who you are? You see what I'm saying? Like, how can you disregard your truth? Like, who does that, right? We do it all the time, but it's the end. It's the end for that, right? So that's coming to an end. So we have to, and sometimes, and you know, I love this message here of the vibrations, the sounds, because this talks to me about like music and different things that can help you get back on path when you're feeling off, when you're feeling off balanced or anything like that. Music helps me a lot. Music, dancing, all of that helps me. So this is just letting you know some things that you might need to do, like listen to, you know, listen to, what is it called? Higher vibrational music and things of that nature. I love gospel as well. That uplifts me. B uplifts me too. I'm just saying J uplifts me too. You said, oh, with her a lot, and I have told it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it at all. I apologize. But I'm sorry to hear about your loss. We have here, but I hear that you're talking, so that's amazing. That's good. So kudos for you there. And so what we have here is 33. So just knowing that these are changes, this is community, this is everything coming to the light. Okay, so let's go ahead and shift to this. You know, I'm trying to see where to go next. Should I go to sexuality or should I go to? Let's go ahead and talk about the sexuality of the feminine. Okay, this is a major message of, again, you know, I've spoken to you guys before about the guilt associated with, you know, your sexuality and, you know, people being pissed that you're using it, right? To your best interest, duh. But this is what they were trying to fight, right? So they want you to feel powerless. They want you to feel like there's no power in your sexuality, your love, who you are, your essence. You know, personally, when I do my messages, a lot of times my core is what is the hottest. Like, you guys have seen where my ears get hot when I'm getting certain messages, but my messages are coming through my entire body, and our healing and my gift is my healing through my hands, through my body as well. And so recognizing that, honoring that, not feeling any shame or guilt towards that, that opens you up even more and makes you even more powerful. You see what I'm saying? So they want to dumb you down and make you feel like this is not essential. Your sexuality, how you feel about yourself, all these beautiful goddess things, your goddess living, how you live, and unapologetically. Okay, so this is about you being, you know, for some reason, I just saw strippers. FYI, I'm gonna just put that out there. So that's even being like, whatever you're doing, like even being unapologetic about it. If that's what you're doing, enjoy it, love it. Don't let nobody, you know, ruin your flow. You feel me? So all of this is really essential to your growth, to your power, all of that. So let me just go ahead and pull a message. Okay. I was trying to see where this next message is coming from. So we're going to offset this message with the Rebel deck here about your sexuality, your openness, sharing. This is about your beauty, okay? Honoring your beauty. Ooh, hiya. Okay. Oh, I love this. Wow. I love this. Okay, look, y'all. Look. She feels, she knows, okay? I love this message, especially hand in hand with your sexuality, because personally, if you guys know me and if you've been following me for a while, I believe, the female is a portal to open up, to bring, people to this earth. And so with that power that we hold, I personally believe that it was demonized back in the day. Don't get me started. I got a whole list of them, but go read some Sybil books and about the Sybils. It's in like Amazon. You can read on the Sybils, the high priestess Sybils, about, just the core of the female structure and how it was broken down. And not to mention the whole patriarchal structure that was rising up as a result of this, but don't get me started. But anyhow, if you want to go a little deeper into that, just know that following your intuition is important. Your Intuit belief. I knew about this stuff before I learned about this stuff. Like this was just came to me innately about my power, but yet people wanted to shoot it down. And in many ways. So I just need you guys to know that what you feel, your intuition, your innate feelings, all these things are real. These are things that you need to follow for your best interest, if that makes sense. But not only for your best interest, I just heard they were saying this is for the collective best interest. If you want to see balance in your relationships, it requires you to be balanced. Deep, right? I'm just saying. What we have here, have been dealing with hot ears for about a week. Messages. Messages coming in. I'm just saying. So listen, definitely, that's no joke for me. When I know that's here, it's like I feel it. My whole body gets hot. It's real for me. So I totally understand how you're feeling. What also came out was your inner trust. Again, she feels, she knows, her inner trust in regards to honoring who you are. Sexuality is not to be demonized. I mean, it's just interesting how it's demonized for female, but not for men. But I'm just saying, we both do it. Ha! And then we also have relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. This is also letting me know, again, about the past, that darkness is the lies, the hypocrisy. Ooh, okay, preach. They bringing it on, aren't they? The hypocrisy, all of it's bull. You know what I'm saying? I always say how, this is like a smokescreen. Like the way in which we live is not real. I say this all the time. It's not real. So what you're seeing on TV half the time, don't get me started with social media, but majority of the things that you're saying, what you've been conditioned to believe, a lot of it's bullshit. And so if you want to get through that and get past that to the reality, to the authenticity of who you are, your purpose, your life, all of that, then that's what you need to go for. Don't be confused. Because I believe that many of us, you said yes, it happened before. Okay, yes. Don't believe others' words out of their mouths more than your knowing. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, I mean, you will see things with your eyes. It's so funny. I was watching something today and I was like, it's so funny that we talk about faith in this haphazard way, or if faith is the belief of, what is it, what you can't see? I want to say it right. If somebody wants to write it up there for me, let me know. But it's the faith of what you can't see and not heard, but it's about taking that leap of faith. We learn about this in religious settings all the time, but yet when it comes to certain things, it's demonized, right? Does it seem a little hypocritical? I'm just saying. So just be careful about what you allow into your knowing, what you allow in your atmosphere that demonizes you, because you are not to be demonized. You are powerful. So if you honor who you are, let go of this hold of the darkness. This is the lies. This is the deception. So be real, okay? So this 1111 portal to me is like, taking the veil off, like, so you can see shit for what it really is. All right, divine feminines? I'm just saying, let's keep it up. Let's take it an extra step further. So that was about, honoring yourself, your openness, your sharing, your sexuality, and honoring your beauty fully, right? So let's now go to the throat chakra. I think we talked about the throat chakra. I really want to go to the insight. We talked about the throat chakra, but let me go one more message with that because that was in tandem with another one. So let me go back to the throat chakra. Ooh, okay. So yes, this is about finding that balance when it comes to, being transparent, sincere. Everybody doesn't need to know your business. Now, when I talk about transparency, being sincere, this is about being real. This does not mean that everybody needs to know what's in your skeleton, skeletons in your closet so they can use against you later. This is not what that's about. I just heard be discerning about what you're transparent about. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So, thank you. How you doing, Michelle? And so be careful about that. So finding the balance in that is important. Okay. So be careful what you speak out of your mouth. Yes, you do need to be honest, transparent, communication, but don't sit there and, be honest when it comes to your friends, but you can't be honest when it comes to yourself. I'm just saying, or be honest when it comes to your significant other. So it's like, have you noticed that you're a little more honest with certain people than you are with others? I'm just saying. I mean, let's keep it real. Certain people you go talk to when you want to talk about something, and certain people you don't talk to because you don't want to hear their opinion. You don't want to hear, what they have to say if they're not going to be in agreement with you at that time. I'm just saying, keep it real. Honesty is the best policy. It is. So, but be honest with yourself. That's what it's about. Transparency. Be honest with yourself. I just said on the live, I think I went live on Instagram, or I put something up. I think it was a post on Instagram where I was saying we need to have a collective group meeting with the divine feminines or something, and I said we need a guru or something, somebody that can help us stay real with ourselves. Now, I'm not talking about keep it real with what you want for my life. I'm talking about keep it real with what I want for my life, what my life purpose is. So many times people put on you what they want for you. You see what I'm saying? Or what they can't do themselves, and now they want you to do it. Parents, right? They may do that, put everything on you. Oh, well, I never was this, so I want you to be that. Or I was this, so I need you to be better than that. It's a lot of, stigmas out there and a lot of conditioning that happens with all of us. And we're all trying to fight the conditioning of what we were raised with versus our purpose. So now we're trying to determine which one are we supposed to be? Who are we? Are we who we're conditioned to be? Or are we who we want to be? And, and I mean, it was like, it was an epiphany to me because it was like, I want to be free. I want to be free. I'm just saying, whatever that is to me, not to you, but whatever that is to me. So be careful about that too, and finding the balance between that. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to insight for a divine feminist. And then I'm going to move into the love oracle, and we're going to look more into love for my divine feminist. Let's look into your insight, your understanding, your awakening. Some of you are going through an awakening. Okay. Love abounds. That came out. So this is like the Ace of Cups, but it's in reverse. So let me see why it's in reverse. Okay. Some of you may have been feeling alone. This is also in reverse. I love this. This is also letting me know that you won't be feeling that way anymore. Okay. So they're saying you're starting to realize the importance of yourself. So when you realize you're not lonely anymore, you're recognizing that you're not alone. So you don't have to have people per se in the 3D realm around you to be perceived as having people around you. You could have people around you. Know this, I've been married twice. I'm just saying, you can be married, be in the house with somebody on an everyday basis and still be lonely. You see what I'm saying? It's not about who's in your atmosphere. It's about who you are. Are you fulfilled? Who fills you? What fills you? You see what I'm saying? Like how deep you want to go, really. And it's not about a person. You feel me? Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Aw, 8 months pregnant. Congratulations. I didn't see the rest of that message. I hope it was good. So right now we have, this coming out of this feeling of feeling alone, feeling abandoned. I just heard too. Some of you may have been feeling abandoned. So you're coming out of that after this 11/11 portal. It's just letting you know. Some of you have maybe been on hold because you felt lonely, but I want to take it one extra step further. Okay. It's already coming out. Okay. And it's because you were missing your crown chakra. It's because you were missing. You said it's been rough. Oh, okay. So it's because you were missing that connection with spirit. I hope that makes sense. So when you connect with spirit, it takes you to a whole nother level. Spirit, God, whatever you want to call it. When you're in connection with your ancestors, I mean, there are, a bunch of, people on the other side. I want to say people just so you understand what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about spiritual beings that are helping us on a regular basis, whether you want to believe it or not. It's okay. But nonetheless, at the end of the day, that connection keeps you centered, keeps you on point. When you get off point, I can tell you now, when I get off centered, I start tripping over dumb shit. I start falling down steps. I'm just saying, like, all these things happen to me. Like, I have a reminder of my finger. I cut literally down this finger one time when I was just so off balance, and it was just a reminder: get back on balance, get back to your meditating, get back to connecting with spirit. I don't have to sit and meditate for hours or 20 minutes even. I can meditate like in a heartbeat. I can connect in a heartbeat, in a thought. That's how it is in the other realm. Even when you are astral traveling, when you're sleeping, your way of movement is not limited to what you are dealing with here on earth. So you have this magic about you even when you're unconscious. And sometimes unconsciously you have more magic because you're not hindered by the limitations of the 3D, if that makes sense. So, my ears are, all right, y'all. So I hope that made sense to y'all. Let's take it an extra step further. So this is some of you coming out of this feeling of feeling alone, okay? And this insight, I do want to come here to this insight, this nurturing nature. Makes sense? Good, guys. You said, I hope things are getting better for you. What you mean, hope things are getting better for me? What you mean? I'm fine. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? So we have the solar plex chakra coming up as well. This came up in reverse. So this is just letting me know that some of you are hesitant. The only reason why you're hesitant is, again, that's that belief. That's that lack of confidence. And so these are some of the things that we can definitely work on, like during the Zoom, different things of that nature, the Divine Feminine Zoom. So I just want to let you guys know that the confidence level is real. Like when I do trainings for women, or mostly women, teaching them about spirituality, teaching them about how to read, teaching them about their spiritual journey in general, it normally comes down to confidence in who you are. And a lot of times we're fighting our belief system. And you know what I mean? Our belief system, our upbringing. You're fighting a lot of these things, and that's what's making you hesitant to be able to spread your wings and fly. Spread my wings and fly away. Okay? So if you want to be free, this is what we need to do to free ourselves, right? So let's go ahead and look into this insight. I just want to get a little deeper into this insight here. All right, what message do we have in regards to insight? Okay, so in regards to your spiritual journey for the Divine Feminines, let's take it there. Oop, okie-dokie. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I love this. Wow, guys. So we have inner thought here, and then we also have inner child. I'm sorry. We have inner child here, and we have our higher thoughts. Again, this is definitely coming back to, they're just reminding me when you were a child how you felt limitless, right? And, normally, like if you hear about spirituality or hear about, magic or fairies and all these things, those are things that you believe when you were young, right? It's like you become limited. I remember my daughter told me one time, she's like, Mommy, I see something in the closet right there. It looks like two people standing there. I knew it was my grandparents. I told her it was her grandparents. She was cool, right? But if you sit here and say, oh my God, and get scared with them and all of that, that's how they quickly lose that innocence, right? That's how they quickly lose that understanding. So if you are able to be empowered with your gifts at a young age, oh my gosh, how amazing is that, right? So let's take it here. Look at that. Look at the higher thoughts, your inner child. If you can go back to your inner child, like I always remember, my mother was like, yeah, I don't know where you got that from. I used to remember how she used to always say, you could be president, when you grow up. I used to really think that was a major thing, but apparently, but things have changed. Yay. But anyway, I used to believe that. But when you go through life, all these belief systems that you go, that you're taught that you could do anything. But then as you start to grow up, you're supposed to minimize that belief and not really believe you can be anything. And then you're supposed to conform to what they want you to believe. And then you're supposed to do all the things they want you to do. I'm talking about, again, the people that raise you, what have you. Then you're supposed to change. So you start off, oh, you can do anything. And then life happens. It could be a failed marriage. It could be anything, you lose your job. It could be anything that brings you down to your knees, right? It could be any of those things that bring you down to your knees, that makes you feel like you can't get up anymore, that makes you feel like you're a failure, that makes you feel like you can't continue. It could be a disease, it could be cancer, it could be anything, a loss of a loved one, any of those things. So, at the end of the day, I just want to let you guys know this. Recognize, right? Recognize that it's real. Life happens, but then you just got to get back on track. I mean, I'm saying it like it's easy, like I haven't gone through it. I know it's difficult, but right now you're not only fighting that, and as you come out of that, now you're also fighting getting your power back. You see what I'm saying? So get your power back. That's all I'm saying. So this is right here is just letting you know your power is here. Go back to that inner child. Who did you want to be back in the day? So that insight here is remembering when you felt most love, remembering that awakening feeling, that self-evaluation, that awareness, that understanding that you used to have, that purity. I know at one point in my life, I was like, I felt love so abundantly, and it was almost like I felt like I was about to float out of my body while I was awake and open. It was just so big. My heart got so big and so open, and I was so afraid because I was like, wow, if I love to the capacity, if I open my heart to this capacity that I don't know if I'll be here anymore. It was almost like I felt like if I did this, I was afraid. What would happen to me if I do this? It just seems overwhelming. I can't do this. And then I shut down, right? And then you're spending your life trying to get it all back, right? It's real, y'all. I'm just saying, life happens. And then what, right? Okay, I want to pull out your goddess message. Let's see what this is. And then I'm going to move on to the romance oracle. Oh, I'm sorry if I missed some of your messages. Let's see what the goddess message is. Thank you. Ooh, I'm hot, y'all. I'm hot. I'm just saying. I'm like, is it this light right here from the candle? Ooh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys. So we have challenges and crossroads. Wow. So this is our goddess message right now. Again, talking about these challenges. Some of you are at a crossroads trying to figure out, what should I do? What is the best direction to go in? I'm gonna break this down. Let's go ahead. Let's take it a little deeper. I'm gonna get into the emotions of it now, because this challenge, really, this crossroads is really here as a result of your emotional being. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. Your crossroads. Clarify your crossroads for the collective. This challenge for the divine feminine. Wow. Okay. Wow. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm good at what I do. I just want to let you know. So guess what comes out? I hope you guys can read that. Share your thoughts. Okay. So some of you are at a crossroads in sharing, speaking your truth. Okay. Then we also have let your emotions flow. So some of us are so big and bad, we don't want to cry. Let me make it clear. Some of us are so big and bad, we don't want to seem emotional. We don't want to seem like a nag. We don't want to seem like a gold digger. We don't want to seem like a ... If we don't get all of that stuff out of our heads and just go ahead and be who we are authentically. I was comparing myself to the opposite of me, a white male at one point. And I was like, if I was a white male, would I be nearly as, overly concerned about my beliefs, my ethics, my morals, my values, and all of this? And I compared the two because, I believe that many of our values, morals, or so-called justice system, all of these things is bullshit. I'm gonna just tell you. I mean, I do believe there are ethics. I do believe that there's karma. I do believe for every yin there's a yang. I do believe in all these things. But at the end of the day, I believe I am moved by love, not fear. That's how I feel, period. And so if I walk in love, not fear, on a regular basis, Would I be as conforming? Would I be as limited? Would I be free? Could I be free if I wasn't as limited by the belief system of what's supposedly right, or what supposedly a woman is supposed to be, or supposedly a female is supposed to be? I don't want to be a male. I don't want to be a masculine. I know we, as spiritual beings, have a divine feminine and masculine energy within us both. I just want to be balanced. But if you feel so and taking on that feminine approach at such a high degree to where you feel as though you can't do any of these things, you're not balanced, then you're off kilter, right? So right now, it's not a matter of trying to be more one than the other, more masculine than feminine or whatever. It's about balancing that out. That's it. And can you balance that out and be true to yourself in the process and not feel guilty for who you're not, or who you are supposed to be, or what people think about you and all these things? You see what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense. And then, so we got these two messages in regards to this challenge. This is the challenge of the divine feminine. This is the crossroads we're at. And then at the bottom of the deck, it's in regards to your relationships. It's in regards to that masculine and feminine energy. Right? So, how many of you guys are at a crossroads and wondering, like, can I do this? Am I allowed to do this? How many of you are feeling that way? Feeling constricted because of your fear? Fear being the number one item here. Fear being the number one thing holding you back. How many of you are being fearful to move in a certain direction because you feel like you can't, or you're not supposed to, right? So this is what we're having to deal with today. So let's take it one extra step further. So I'm going to leave this to the side. We know about this now. You said starting to break free from these thoughts. Good. Good for you. Awesome. Awesome. I love to hear that. I love that. So let's go ahead and look at the Romance Oracle. And I just want to see how this works with your love reading as well for the Divine Feminine. Okay, what's coming out for, okay, it's jumping all around here. Okay, attraction. But look at this, though. I want you to see what's here at the bottom. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. What does that mean? Loving where you are. Loving this challenge that you're going through. Many of us want to skip the process. Whatever that process is for you is going to be different for everyone. But if you can make it through this process, the process may be difficult. You might have to shed some tears. Let me let you know the best magic happens when you release all of your inhibitions and just let it flow. Release it and let it go. Loving yourself through the challenges. Absolutely. This is important because there's nothing wrong with your challenges. It's just a next step. This is just a new lesson to learn. I mean, if you guys didn't have all these lessons to learn, you'd be bored. If everything was great all the time, you wouldn't learn much. If you were happy-go-lucky 24 hours, 24/7, trust me, you would be complacent. You would be the same. You would not be growing. You didn't come here for that. You didn't come here and reincarnate on this earth for that. You came here to learn something, to learn compassion, learn forgiveness. I mean, if you're here, this is about you learning how to speak your truth as well, right? So letting your emotions flow is so important through this process. And if you can enjoy this moment fully, then you really are learning something new. That you can say, you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with who I am. I'm not a failure. I'm not feeling I'm like a failure just because my marriage didn't work. I don't feel guilty because I may not be everybody's perception of what the best mom is supposed to be. I'm not a failure because I'm not where I thought I was supposed to be in my life by this age or what have you. I'm not a failure because I lost my job or my education or the people around me saying it or what have you, or if you had a child at an early age, any of these things. These are all these are beliefs that have been placed upon us. And then it makes you feel less than because of it. And that's a problem. I have a problem. Let me just be real with y'all real quick. Let me be real with y'all. Real quick. I got a problem with anything that's telling me that I'm not okay who I am. Now, granted, I can grow, but granted, we all can. But I can do this most confidently and not feel bad about it and all this remorse about it. I can let it out. I can free myself of that burden. A lot of the tears that flows is you releasing the pain, releasing the guilt. I'm going to take it an extra step further. What is it that the divine feminine needs to release? Because we have this challenge here. We have this crossroads here when it comes to relationships and sharing your thoughts. So, question, what is it that the divine feminine needs to release? Let's just put it out there, okay? Okay, we have your ideas. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to you. So some of you may be holding back or feeling like you are split in two because you feel like you can't do it on your own. Okay. And you may be concerned about finances. I mean, a lot of the belief system and marriage and all of that came about as a result of money, right? I mean, if you take it way back in the day, the reason why a lot of women felt like they need to get married and all of that, these structures that were put in place, is because women didn't have money. Like even their fathers couldn't leave them money. So they had to get married just to be able to partake in the money that their father left them in order to have money, because women weren't allowed to have money. What the fuck? And don't get it twisted, because today a lot of our belief system is still wrapped around this concept that you need this other person to provide this money. Now, I feel like I do pretty well for myself, but I do have these times or these moments where I'm like, but if I am coupled or if I'm wedded, then I can have more. Or I can, let me make it clear to y'all. OMG. You can't buy peace of mind. Let me just put it out there. Let me make this clear. Let me take it there real quick. You cannot buy peace of mind, okay? You can't. You just can't. So if you feel as though you have to remain, now, don't get me twisted. Do what you got to do. A lot of people stay in the marriages for their children so they can help their children, so they can be financially stable, all these things. But just be real about the reason why you're doing it. Like, you know, I have family members who've been married for like 50 some odd years, but be real about why you did it. Like, you know, it wasn't about love for real. It was about what you wanted your children to have. And a lot of times we have that, and we all deal with that. I mean, we do to some degree or another. You are being raised by parents who've been raised that way as well. So if you're coming up, and especially if you were raised in America and you have come here and through other means and you're here and you know this, you know that you've struggled. You know you have parents or ancestors that have struggled for you to be here today, and they've done their best to bring, you know, you respect that. I respect it. I got mad love for that. But also remember the reason why they were doing it. A lot of the things, the reasons why they were doing it. I loved watching Harriet. Did you guys see Harriet? The movie Harriet, about Harriet Tubman? That was beautiful to me. That portion of the movie when she went back to get her husband, who was free. She was a slave. Her husband was free. Her husband didn't want to have children with her because she was still a slave. He wanted to buy her freedom first because they didn't want their children to be sold off or become the property of the slave owners. And so when she left, she was like, I gotta go. I mean, he was like, I'll go with you, I'll help you. And she's like, nah, I gotta be free, you know. And then when she came back to get him, okay, listen to this. When she came back to get him, he was remarried. Now, I don't know how much time, you know, happened in between that, but the point was she went back, and her journey of bringing people to freedom started with the concept of her going back and bringing one person to freedom, and that was her husband. And when he ended up not being there for her at that time and wanting to stay because now his new wife, he has a new wife, and now the new wife is pregnant, you know, she was heartbroken. But that whole scene brought her to a point where she was like, God, tell me, why did you bring me all the way down here just to slap me in my face? It was real. Oh my gosh. You said it took me going through beyond, yes, to grow and see some things. Absolutely. you know, and so it was real. But then when she came back at that time, that's when she took her first like 9 people, I believe. I think it was 9 people that she took to freedom. Like she didn't come back with her husband, she came back with family and friends and other people who wanted to be free. So I feel like I went there for a reason. I feel like I had a message in that. But all of that to say, just realize the process. You know, I just want you to know sometimes you think you're meant to do one thing. Family members may be trying to get you to do one thing. You may be believing that you're supposed to do one thing and your life is supposed to be something different. But if you can just make a decision and make a choice and move down in one of those directions, then all you have to do is turn around if it doesn't work. But at least making that decision and committing to that decision and then determining, okay, this wasn't for me. Let me go ahead and commit to the next one. At least you've done something. You've moved. You've moved out of your situation and saw something new. And now you know that you're capable of doing so much more. I kind of feel like I'm at the end of a sermon right now where I want to say, so if any of you right now want to be free, come here with me. You know, come down to the front and we will pray for you. I kind of feel like that's what I'm supposed to do right now. Okay, let me start giving you guys advice. I really feel like that's what I'm supposed to do right now. But that was an amazing, that was an amazing. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You know. Oh wow. Ooh, ooh, wow. Okay, so I just wanted to get you guys some advice. I'm getting hot. I just want to know and let y'all know it's getting hot in here. I almost want to let this fire down, but I know that I put this fire here for a reason. And it's a part of my, you know, my whole setup here with my, you know, everything that I have here. But anything and anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlining chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Okay. This is talking about attracting and not chasing what it is that you need and want for your life. So what is it that you want for your life? And okay, so the message they're giving me right now is in this chasing. Are you chasing after somebody else's dream? Are you chasing after somebody else's expectations for you? If it's not authentic to you, you're almost going after it in a desperate way. Like, I have to get this thing in order to look a certain way. If you're going after that in that kind of way, then just know that that is why somebody might be running. So, you know, I noticed that when you free yourself from needing a validation from someone, or needing someone to validate who you are, or needing someone to ... you, it's interesting. Trust me, when you no longer need them, and I'm sure you guys have seen that plenty of times before. When you no longer need a person, now they come running your way. Like when you leave, because you now feel like you're empowered and you're like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, you know. Now they come chasing after you. You notice that? It's because now you've like released this. It's like a cord. Like you're almost right now they're showing me like someone pulling like a donkey by the throat with a rope and trying to make them come towards you. You know, you don't want someone that way. You want someone who happily walks your way, not someone who you had to pull with a rope, choking them every step of the way. I hope that makes sense. And so with that in mind, they're showing me that because that's what they're talking about here. So this is about attracting and not chasing. If you're going and chasing after something, it's not for you right now. And if it's meant for it to be with you or them to be with you, then they will run back your way and you'll be fine. So that goes back to this message here of attracting, okay? This is that message here of attracting. It's so funny. You have two messages here of attracting here, okay? And then we have deservingness here. You are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you are. I just heard, even if they can't see how amazing you are, spirit can see how amazing you are. God knows how amazing you are. There's so many people around you who trust and know how amazing you are. But you may be chasing after one particular person to realize how amazing you are. And that right there is that chasing energy, that not attracting energy. If you really want to know the reason why you're looking for that validation from that other person, look at what hurts you the most and then dig deeper into that. That is the secret. If you want to find out truthfully why you're so hurt, or why you're so, because they abandoned you, or because they cheated on you. And I told you guys before, I'm taking the word cheating back, because they didn't do it on you. They just did their thing, and you're not liking it for a reason. That whole cheating aspect, it wasn't personal to you. They didn't do it because of you. And a lot of times we take that on like they did it because of us. They did it because of me, or I ran them away. Or they may say, oh, I went to that other person because they could provide this for me, not you. But that's about them, not you. That doesn't mean you're less than because you can't fulfill another person's needs. I mean, first of all, the only person's feelings you need to fulfill is yourself. You need to be full yourself. So you shouldn't be giving shit to nobody until you filled yourself. So if somebody else can't fill you, first of all, you don't need somebody else to fill your cup. You only need God, spirit, yourself. Once you fill your own cup to capacity and let it flow over to where you're getting an overflow of abundance in your life through your own means, that means making yourself happy. That means making yourself, it's not selfish. I remember Yana Vincent said a long time, it's self-full. When you're giving back to yourself, it's self-full. It's not selfish. So many times we've been conditioned to believe we're selfish if we want something for ourselves. No, that's bullshit. That again is the conditioning, right? I could do this all day, but let me go to the next one. So you're deserving here, okay? And God loves you and wants the best for you. So you just got to believe it yourself, okay? So know that, all right? So let's take it to the next one. Release resentments about money, okay? So we're going back to the money again. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentment about finances just pushes the abundance away. This is the same thing, holding resentment about people. People not following your expectations. People not fulfilling what you want them to fulfill in your life. So some of you got, oh, wow. Okay, so some of y'all are resentful because somebody did not fulfill what you wanted them to fulfill. They didn't fulfill your dream for your life. So you're resenting them and you're holding them hostage, or you're pissed off at them, but that's what you need to release, because they're not here to fulfill your dreams for your life. That's not what they're here for. That's no. Nah. That's your responsibility. And your responsibility is to fulfill your needs for your life. Their responsibility is to fulfill and learn their lessons. You have lessons to learn. They have lessons to learn. Let them learn their damn lesson. You learn yours in the process, period. So if you're holding resentment, share your thoughts and let it flow. Let it flow. Let it go. Let it go. And if you feel it like coming up in you, if you're angry right now, let it go. Let it out. Let it go. Let it out. That's a part of your healing process. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth. It's reality. But if you really want to heal, let it out. Okay, so instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world. And this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. I mean, damn, how many times they gonna say attract? Attracting and not chasing. So again, the resentment is pushing people away. You want to attract love, then you walk with gratitude, walk with love, right? All right, y'all, I feel like I'm done. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got partnerships. So allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. I'm going to leave that at that. I'm going to get you guys some advice. Wow. That was a beautiful reading. I was looking forward to the reading today. Like I was like, what's going to happen? Let me get you guys some advice so I can get you guys out of here. I hope all of you guys are doing well. Again, we have the live Zoom on Sunday. If you're interested in being a part of that, to where you can speak to me and a group of women and talk about your experience and get one message from me. It'll be a quick message from me to help you on your journey. Then please feel free to join us on Instagram. Tomorrow, I will be live on Instagram showing you how to make body products. So definitely enjoy that as well. If you want to learn how to do your own, make your own herbal body products, I'll be there on Graceful Healing Retreat on Instagram. Okay, so we have the Scarab Beetle here. Magic works through you and co-create with spirit. Oh, I love this. Look at that magic. This just goes back to what I was saying, women being a portal. You are a portal to this earth. That's how much power you have in you. And our power has been dumbed down way too damn long. I'm over it. I'm so over it. So that's your power. Realize it. It's not about taking back your power. It's about just realizing it. You know, if you just say it's so, it's so. I am powerful. I am magic. It is so. Period. If you believe it, it's that quick. It's there. You just have to walk in it. You know, if you say, I want to dream about my magic tonight and see a message beyond this conscious reality, it will be. It's reality. So magic works through you. You are magical, divine feminines. You are powerful. I love this. Oh, I feel good. I almost want to dance right now. Hey, I kind of want to dance right now. Like, I'm just saying. Doesn't that feel good? I'm just saying. Also, we have here co-creating with spirit, guys. Look at that. Again, I mean, the two together. I mean, just think about that. Co-creation, you know, with spirit, magic. I mean, damn. Can it be any clearer? I mean, seriously, can it be any clearer? That's the Scarab Beetle spirit and then the crow spirit. By the way, I'm a crow. You know, my family name is Crow. It's so interesting. We also have the antelope spirit here. Life is speeding up. So, like I said, guys, things are getting better. Things are speeding up. Move towards your destiny in the way it's best for you. Let's go ahead and get you a few other messages here of, ooh, okay. Wow. A situation has ended, guys, and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Wow, look at that. This is that Ten of Swords message there. At the bottom of the deck, I was feeling this. It's so deep. Look at that justice there. So again, this is about balancing the scales. This is not about, you know, when it comes to your divine feminine journey, this is not about you trying to be more masculine. This is about you just trying to balance things out. Fight for justice and equality, balancing things out. Ruling made in your favor. Don't give up. I love this. Got me all over here giddy and happy and ish. Is it? Oh, okay. That came out. Y'all saw that pop out? That was crazy. Release the past. Okay. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. This is that Three of Swords energy here, but this is not talking about where you are currently, or even if you're in a Three of Swords type of situation. The message here is not just to those people, but this is letting you know to release the past. This is past guilt, past resentment, past hurt, past, all these things that are behind you that you can't do shit about no more, that now you are trying to move. The only thing you can do something about is the present moment. And that means changing your perspective, leaving the past in the past. I'm not saying to forget, but if you're holding on to resentment, if you're holding on to hurt, if you're holding on to pain, all these things may be slowing you down. And these may be the things you may need to release through tears, through screams, through song, through whatever means necessary for you to get it out. Get it out how you got to get it out. Because sometimes we're just so... I just heard ego, pride. But what I first heard was hard. Sometimes we're just so hard, and not just hard like, oh, I'm hard. I'm talking about hard on ourselves. Sometimes we're just so hard on ourselves that we don't allow ourselves the freedom to be free. We don't allow ourselves the freedom to release the past. You feel like you got to walk with you. I just heard Erykah Badu's song "Bag Lady." Like, you gotta take it with you. You don't have to take it with you. You can free yourself, let go of those bags, leave it back there. There's nothing in there. Have you guys ever cleaned out your house and you just like, oh, should I keep this? Should I keep that? If you have not used that shit in like 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, really, are you going to use it? Did you really lose out on anything? You know, so all of that to say, release it. You know, is it helping you today? Anyway. So release the past. You will grow from this situation. You will grow. Time heals all wounds. So wherever you are, if some of you felt stuck or what have you, know that this is not a waiting game anymore. Things are moving and speeding up fast for the divine feminine. You're going to see amazing changes occurring. If you're ready. Okay, I'm feeling this one here. What's up? Ooh, Lord. Okay, now is a lucky time. Clear out the clutter. I'm just saying. I'm good at what I do. Y'all see that thing? That thing was, it just, I could feel it. It was amazing. Clear out the clutter. This is the frog spirit. And then we have the rabbit spirit. Now is your lucky time. I love that. I also heard just now, lucky break. Okay. Anything else we have for the divine feminines right now that they need to know? Ooh, my. Okay, your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So be careful about that. Okay, so no, use your resources wisely. Be careful. Okay, I just heard your energy too. Use your energy wise. Okay. Use your energy wisely. They're saying because some of you may be putting your energy into things that are sucking you dry. I mean, it could be like taking you away from your journey, taking you away from your purpose. It may be taking you away from your creativity. And so you may be putting so much energy into a specific person, place, or thing that is taking it away, taking away. So be careful about that. Okay. So those are your resources. I always tell you guys, your resources is your love, your compassion, your time. Your time is valuable. Your time, and I need y'all to understand this. This is so real. Your time, your presence is so valuable. I had a conversation with a girlfriend. I think I told you guys this before. And, she used to always say, but why does he want to take me out and do all these things for me? I mean, I can't do these things for him, or he's buying me all this stuff and this, that, and the other. And I was like, because your time is valuable. He just wants to spend time with you. That's it. I mean, I've heard so many times where I've heard men say, I just need love. I'm not asking you for nothing. I just want your love, your compassion, your nurturing. That is valuable. That is your currency. Whew. If I could just get that through everybody's head, recognize your presence, your value, is your currency is in your presence, in your nurturing, in your love. It's deep. That's your currency. You don't need cash. To feel valuable. You're valuable, because I mean, it's too many times where I've been in conversations with masculines and they're like, well, what are you bringing to the table? I'm bringing me. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I can go. I can go there, right? I was like, what are you bringing to the table? I'm bringing me. What do you mean? What are you bringing to the table? Man, that thing heats me up. That thing pissed me off or something. I was like, what are you bringing to the table? Like, what women bringing to the table? I'm bringing this, and I got that, and I got this car, and I got this house, and I got this. I was like, I got all that shit too. What you bringing to the table? But at the end of the day, I'm still bringing that and then some. So the point is, what are you bringing to the table? Because my presence is valuable. That is what I'm bringing to the table. Don't get it twisted. You got me. I mean, I'm telling you, and I will read them, write them, and turn them back around. I can't stand it. I just be like, are you fucking kidding me? What? Yeah, do y'all see my sign language with my mouth? Can y'all read lips? Can y'all read lips? That is what I'm feeling, okay? Ooh, I love this. Make each day count, divine feminines. Okay, don't let your time go to waste. Again, this goes back to your currency, your resources. What is your resource? You are valuable. Make each day count. I just heard one, don't let somebody tell you your time is invaluable. Your body. Right. So this is going back to that valuable, the resources. They're going back to the resources, your time being valuable. So some of y'all need to hear that again. So I'm going to just say that. Your currency, fuck money. Yep. What was the name of that song? Make money. What was it? I mean, you got all these songs and stuff out there like, fuck, make money. Like, fuck people, make money. Like, you know, no, fuck money, make currency. Like, I need you to bring some currency into this relationship. What is your currency? I'm not talking about the dollar bill. I'm talking about what is your currency. Ooh, that's deep. I might have to come back here and do a whole nother Divine Feminine segment on your currency. What is your currency? And what currency is somebody else bringing to the table? Boo, y'all. How about that? Do I need to make a song talking about what's your currency? All right, last bit of advice. And by the way, are you guys doing okay? Where's everybody hailing from tonight? I'm about to get out of here. It's almost an hour. Any other messages for the Divine Feminine today? I thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it. Please make sure you thumbs up before you roll out. Share this message with somebody who you know needs it. We were talking about earlier about these illusions. We were talking earlier about this needing to release. You know, this is about, this purification process is releasing. This takes us back to the same message here. And if you notice, it's the same, right? Look at that. Let your emotions flow. So this is that releasing of the illusions, releasing of this pattern of thought that you are insignificant, that you are valueless, that your currency is less than it is, you know. This is deep. This is, a lot of you need to release. That's what this is talking about. Releasing and letting it flow. Any other messages the Divine Feminine needs to hear today? Thank you. Ooh, all right. Boundaries. This is about setting boundaries, guys. I just heard protecting yourself, protecting your heart, protection. These boundaries are for your protection. Some of you may need to heal. I'm noticing this woman behind the fence here. I never noticed that before. There's a woman here behind the fence. The male is going up to go over the fence, you know, but she's waiting here. Why are you bringing this to my attention, Spirit? So yeah, some of you may need to set boundaries for people. Some people may need to go so you can get the peace you need. I just heard traveling as well. Some of you may need to travel. Maybe you want to travel in order to, you may need to travel to get away. I also hear some of you may be traveling towards someone also. Okay. All right, I think I'm good. You guys okay? Do we have any questions while I'm live here real quick? Again, if you guys are interested, definitely reach out so you can join the Zoom live if you want to talk to me with a group of women on Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you have time for that, please join us. You just have to email me so you can get the information on how to join. It's a $20 donation to join the live. You also get one message from me. I try to keep it limited so we have enough time to get through everyone and everyone get a message and kind of speak their mind. We've only done it once before. It was fun, so I said I wanted to try to do it again. So if you're interested in coming back, please feel free to do so. And that's it. Do we have any questions while I'm here live real quick? One question. Let me see if I can answer while I'm cleaning up. But I'm about to get out of here. But I love you guys for coming. I appreciate you guys coming. Again, you can watch me live on Instagram tomorrow on Graceful Healing, IG at Graceful Healing Retreat. We're creating, making some body products tomorrow. So if you're looking for something to do at home and make some luxurious body products, I'm going to show you how to make that with shea, mango butter, and the oils. And then some essential oils. So that'll be fun. I look forward to seeing you there. And I think that's it. Are we good? Did I miss any messages? I love you guys. I'm about to get out of here. Thank you for the message. Oh, you're welcome. You said love it. Tell them. I know that's right. All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I love you. Blessings, love, and light. Email me at the email below, gracefulhealingretreat.com, if you would like to join the Divine Feminine Chat live with me on Zoom on Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I love you guys. Blessings, love, and light. Bye-bye.